Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are renovating another starter home in Willow Creek. So Hannah and her cat Tux are back. We are renovating Streamlet Single. I just called it Streamlet Reno in my version because we're just renovating it. But it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath home in Willow Creek on a 20 by 15 lot. I used a variety of different packs for this particular renovation, including High School Years, Snowy Escape, Eco Lifestyle, City Living, Dream Home Decorator, and then Tiny Living. As far as price and budget, this house comes in at 17,597 simoleons. So if you've been watching my other previous starter home builds, like One Starter Drive and Crick Cabana Reno, I am gradually getting less and less on the costs of the houses or the builds. And that is for good reason. I kind of feel like we should have a variety of different tiers of starters. I do plan to do like different starters where they're just slightly above like 20,000, maybe like in the 20,000, 30,000 simoleon range. But I think this is good to have a little bit of variety at like very cheap tiers, just in case you want to, start your sim off with a little bit of extra simoleons. It's important to do that because if you splurge for like One Starter Drive, for example, at 19,702 simoleons, you might not have as much left over to start with. Like you might only have a couple hundred simoleons, if that. So, being able to have like different budget tiers and making it in fact cheaper is pretty good. So as for the renovation, we flattened the roof again. It's a very modern, I guess, renovation of this entire little chunk of Willow Creek, as I've done quite a few of the starter homes. So we're basically making a loop around this little area in Willow Creek, but I've been really wanting to do this for a while. Like it's nice to see on the map. I mean, even though none of the houses like that are decoration in the distance like match at all, it's nice to have houses that do kind of follow a similar theme all built up in one area. But this house is completely different to the rest because it's all black. Like, I don't think I've ever done an all black exterior on a house before, including black trim on windows and doors. But it is all black. I don't know what possessed me to do that. Could have been the music I was listening to while building. I do shift between a variety of different music. So this would have probably been some sad music or like ones that really make you like think. And I was probably singing along too, but it's just, you go from kind of happy music to a little bit sad music. Those sad songs get thrown in there. So that's kind of what it is. But I have to say that I do like the furnishings in this build. It's very simple, very to the point. I do squeeze a dining room table right in the entrance of the kitchen, but we do flip it to give it a little bit more room. I have to say I also love the bright orangey red couch that I use. I want to say that is from, I don't know. I want to say that that's from High School Years, actually. I'm pretty sure it's High School Years, if I remember correctly. But I just really liked having that pop of color in the very like simple decorated living space. The colors actually turn out to be quite muted because this wallpaper I found that the house originally came in was actually very expensive. Like as I was wallpapering the entire house like I am right now, like I was actually saving simoleons, which is pretty impressive. Like, I mean, I guess it's cheaper wallpaper, but it looks just as nice. Especially if you're going for like a modern look. I do a brick accent wall in the living room just to kind of break it up, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then we do a concrete floor in the kitchen, which is entirely Snowy Escape. But again, it's very simple. There really isn't much in there. But again, it's a starter home. So starting out, you're not really going to have like a lot of items or objects. But it's pretty nice having a very cool looking home to move into, I'd have to say, to start off, because some of the ones that EA provides us are pretty like much more bare bones than this. So it's nice to have variety. We do put a desk and chair and a little lamp over here. I was thinking about putting a computer in there, but I decided for budget's sake, since we were already down to the nitty gritty of 1,000 simoleons, it's like I couldn't really afford a computer here because I still had to finish up landscaping and a little bit of the exterior, and there were some items that I wanted to add inside to make it a little bit more lived in. So as we're going around, we do get down to the very last few hundred simoleons left over that Hannah has. So her cat's gonna have to go without food for a little while, or she will. Probably her. It's probably best. But yeah, I think at the end I got down to 600 simoleons. But if you're fresh out of Create a Sim, you should generally hopefully have more to be able to afford this lot at 17,000 simoleons. So you should have I would hope a couple of extra 1,000 simoleons in there just to at least give you a good head start. But it is also a very small home. It's only 1 bedroom. So, it's made for a single family home or a single sim. Not a single family. I meant a couple of sims that were single, or just a single sim living by themselves. But anyway, you can find Streamlet Reno on the Sims 4 gallery. It is a 20 by 15 lot, 1 bed, 1 bath, and 17,597 simoleons. I do hope you enjoyed this one. I really love the living space in this build. I just love the pops of color everywhere. If you do enjoy this speed build, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I do hope you're enjoying these starter builds. We're going to come back with a mid-level, mid-tier starter next. So look out for that. But anyway, I do thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.